Hey folks, so we're gonna take a step back and we're gonna go back to baseball, and we're gonna open up a 1991 edition Upper Deck baseball, and it looks like we have the high series here. So we're gonna look for the Hank Aaron autograph. We also have Bo Jackson, um, and I don't know, but it's quite possible the Michael Jordan SP1 might be in here as well. So let's take a look. But first, if you like these videos, you can always click the like button, and you can always subscribe and help out the channel as well. So without further ado, let's get this started. I think you can get a box of these probably between the $40 and $50 range. I apologize for hitting the camera. I dropped some trash on the floor, and I was trying to pick it up, and I bumped all into my camera stand here. So yeah, I'll have to do a lot of things to avoid that in the future. But this is the actual what got me back into collecting back when I was in high school. I started with the Topps, when I was younger, in middle school and the beginning stages of high school, and then I stopped for a little while, and then once I started working and making a little bit of money on my own, I came across Upper Deck, and it was right in 1991, and this particular brand is what did it for me. It was just way different than Topps. The cards were cooler. You had hologram in each and every single pack. You had short print cards, which was just unheard of. This was just all around coolness. So we have 36 packs. Let's go ahead and get it started. And then, like I said, you had the Michael Jordan SP1 in a baseball card, and the idea of just having a Michael Jordan baseball card was just unheard of to my young head at the time. Alright, we have Bernard Gilkey, Eric Plunk, Julio Valera. We have a Chili Davis, Greg Gagne. What is that? Ozzie Canseco, twin brother to Jose. Dave Martinez. Derek May. Don Slott. Tony Gwynn. I think that's a pretty decent card. Ron Darling. Mike Heath. Lenny Dykstra. And lastly, we have Gary Gaetti. And right here we have the New York Yankees team hologram. And we have another card right after that. We have Frank White. And I believe these holograms were stickers at the time. I never actually stuck them against anything, but they were pretty cool. They were pretty cool. I kind of miss them that they don't put them in these kind of packs anymore, so these things are quite... if I could find a St. Louis Cardinals one or an Atlanta Braves, I'll be quite happy. Alright, so we have Mark Lewis, Walker, Eric Anthony, and then Willie McGee, Tom Herr. Flip these two over. Wally Beckman and John Olerud. Then we have Roberto Alomar, Ken Caminiti, B.J. Surhoff, Eric Yelding, Al Osuna. These cards are jumping all around. And our first Hank Aaron card, we have number 26 of 27, where it's the Hall of Fame. So we'll put that one over here. That's pretty cool. And then we have a Minnesota Twins hologram. And our last card is Gary Sheffield. That might be a decent one to have looked at. At it after I finish this video. This video might take a while since all these cards are upside down and all around, and a hologram in each one. Alright, Mickey Morandini. Tim Leary. I had a teacher by that name. Fred McGriff. Willie Randolph. Jeff Parrott. He's incredibly happy with that picture. Sandy Alomar Jr. Jody Reed. Jack Morris. He looks like he's seen better days. That stash, man, golly. Alright, Bob Ojeda. Rafael Valdez. Keith Miller. Willie Randolph. Oh, wow. We have Sammy Sosa. And then we have another Hank Aaron. Which one's this one? This one's number 22 out of 27. When he hits, I guess this is hit 3,000. So we have 2 Hank Aarons. And our hologram is not of a particular team, but of the American League. That's pretty awesome. So, out of, 3 packs, we've gotten 2 Hank Aarons. That's pretty awesome. Alright, Charles Nagy. John Farrell. Darren Lewis. Mike Boddicker. Jeff Reardon. Jay Bell. Tim Raines. This guy. Dave Winfield. Looking kind of dapper there. Robbie Thompson. Brian Holman. Jeff Hewson. Hopefully he doesn't have a problem. Man, these cards are just sliding everywhere. Mike Blowers. John Smoltz with the Atlanta Braves. Jeff Bagwell. I think this is his rookie card, isn't it? Yes, this is Jeff Bagwell's rookie card. I remember this being highly sought after back in the day. And then we had American League sticker beforehand, hologram. Now we have the National League. Sorry, it's showing my big head in the way. And then Luis Gonzalez. Wow. Something in my eye again. Alright. Geronimo Pena with the St. Louis Cardinals. We have Mike Lacoste. Junior Felix. Frank. Mark Lemke with the Atlanta Braves. Luis Rivera. Manny Lee. Steve Searcy. Carney Lansford. Derek Lilliquist. Dave Magadan. Steve Farr. And Mickey Tettleton. And Robin Ventura. And then we have another New York Yankees hologram. And lastly, Kevin Apier. Alright, Henry Rodriguez. Jim Gott. What did he get? Steve Farr. Harold Baines. I know, that was horrible, but I couldn't help myself. Charlie O'Brien, great grandfather of Miles O'Brien. Just joking. Jose Mesa, Craig Worthington, Chili Davis, Gary Carter. I'm just hitting everything with my hands here. Mike Portugal, Jose Oquendo, Bob Ojeda. Let's see, Mike Perez, Jimmy Kremers, and then we have the Minnesota Twins team card. And lastly, Fred McGriff. So if I'm not shaking the camera, I am hitting cards accidentally. I'm just a mess, and my eye is itching. I'm a mess today. All right, Scott Cooper, Bob Walk, Julio Machado, Mark Whitten, Willie Randolph, Chris James, and looks like we have a rookie threats, Larry Sheets. You should get that checked out. Fernando Valenzuela, Rick Ruschel, Dana Allison, Walt Weiss, Bobby Thigpen, and yet another Hank Aaron, Baseball Heroes. And we have another American League hologram. Well, that's pretty cool. Out of, 7 packs so far, we have 3 Hank Aaron cards. Obviously, none of them are the fabled autograph. Will I get my first autograph card tonight? We shall see. Alright. Andujar Cedeno. Chris Gwynn. Bob Ojeda, Steve Bedrosian, Mike Scioscia, Mike Heath, Ted Higuera, Mark McGuire. Now, wasn't there an error where they had his name separately? And that's not it. But Mark McGuire. Lance Johnson. I was going to say Johnston. Jeff Bellard. Tony Fernandez. John Russell. And then Rich DeLucia. And then we have another National League hologram. And finally, Darren Lewis. And coming in at number 9, what do we have? I have a bunch of stuff on the table from these packs. Wow. Alright, Eric Karras. Lloyd Mosby. Jeff King. Luis Sojo. Mike Moore. Candy Almaldonado. Scott Sanderson. David Segui. Mitch Williams. Scott Bales. Kevin Mitchell. Greg Myers. Brett Butler. Rob Deere. And then a New York Yankees hologram. And Junior Felix. So there we go. We are now 1/4 into this this box. I'm going to move these things over, and I'm going to move these cards up so they are no longer in my way. So, with that first stack, we have 3 of the Hank Aaron's. We have a whole bunch of Yankees, Twins, and American and National League holograms. So, at this rate, we should probably, I would say, if we keep going at this rate, we'll have 12 of the Hank Aaron's. I'm guessing that this rate will drop considerably, but we'll see. Alright, Andres Santana. Looks like we have another insert. We have the Ricky Henderson 939 stolen bases on May 1st, 1991. Golly, that was forever ago. Sid Bream, Edgar Martinez, Mike Harkey, Tony Fernandez, Dave Martinez, Norm Charlton, Ivan Calderon, Joel Skinner, Candy Maldonado, Rich Garces, Jose Uribe, and another another Hank Aaron, and a New York Yankees hologram. So the rate continues. That's quite impressive. Most impressive. John Dobson, Rob Dibble, Mike Pagliarulo, Lee Stevens, Jamie Navarro, Carlos Baerga, Wally Backman, Mike Felder, Mitch Webster, Jack Doherty, Brooke Jacoby, and then we have Mike Pagliarulo again, Eric Snow, and then we have, I think this is SP2. That's pretty cool. Where we have the Nolan Ryan and a Ricky Henderson, and we have another Minnesota Twins hologram. But we have SP2. Hopefully we can get an SP1. I have one of these already from way back in the day, and unfortunately it got pretty jacked up over the years. I had it in a case, but I guess the case had some moisture in it or something, and there was like a rip in between. Maybe I ripped it way back then. I don't remember. But this is pretty cool. This is a nice replacement. Looks a little off-center here, but that's still pretty awesome. Since this is a high series, we probably will end up with only the SP2. We won't get an SP1, so that's unfortunate. But maybe I'll get a low series box in the future. Alright. Kenny Williams. Kirk Gibson. Looks like he's being tackled by that umpire. Terry Pendleton. Ken Griffey Sr. Looks like he's giving a talking to Junior there. Marquise Grissom. Howard Johnson. Jody Reed. These cards are escaping me. Tim Layana. Alfredo Griffin. Ken Patterson. Ramon Martinez. Al Osuna. And another Hank Aaron Baseball Heroes. Mark Salas. And another American League hologram. And then the 4th and 5 overall Baseball Heroes. We might get the entire set just off this box alone. All right. Marty Barrett. Tim Browning. Rob Murphy. Burt Blyleven. Marty Clary. Corey Snyder. Jay Bell. Steve Frey. Joe Bitker. Alvaro Espinoza. And Luis Sojo in a National League hologram. And lastly, Brian Harvey. So we're getting a lot of National League and American League and Yankees and Twins. So that's, well, my guess is that's probably going to be the majority of the teams in this pack from what I've seen from other box breaks. Tom Pagnazzi. Mike McFarlane. Jim Nedlinger. Rafael Belliard. Greg Briley. Luis Rivera. Frank Viola. Bill Doran. Juan Samuel. Eric King. Gary Gaetti. Mark Grace. Lance McCullers. Kevin Gross and another New York Yankees hologram. And lastly, Gene Larkin. Okay, Carmelo Martinez. Juan Augusto, Glenn Braggs. Tom Glavine. Joel Skinner, Don Slott, Dion James. Paul O'Neill, Todd Benzinger. Vance Law and Associates. Bob Green. Dante Bichette and Minnesota Twins hologram. And what do we have? We have a checklist. And lastly, Kelly Gruber. No relation to Hans. Yes, I'm here all week, folks, with the corny jokes. Alright, we have a Save Master. Not sure who this is. Bob Tewksbury. Frank White. Danny Darwin. Lee Guterman. Mitch Webster. Ken Caminiti. Joe Oliver. Greg Maddox. Ryan Sandberg. Zane Smith. John Shelby. And we have another American League hologram, and we have another Hank Aaron. I swear, we're going to get the entire set. I think it's like 7 or 8 cards, and we already have 5 of them. So that's that's quite amazing. Alright. Barry Bonds checklist. Then we have a John Barfield. Luis Gonzalez. Dave Smith. Rex Hudler. Alfredo Griffin, Bob Ojeda, Mark Grant, Joe Girardi, Tony Phillips, Doug Throwback, and Gary Carter, another checklist. And we have Junior Felix, and then a National League hologram, and then Dave Bergwin. Yeah, Bergman. And the last pack of this half. And we are hitting the 26-minute mark. So at this rate, we will be just shy of an hour for this video. Another team checklist. Looks like it's for the New York Mets. Ken Daly, Kevin Apier, Jose Mesa, Dave LaPointe, Steve Olin, Robbie Thompson, Pete Harnish, Steve Howard, Billy Hatcher, Glenn Davis, Scott Bradley, Dave Johnson, Sid Bream, and then we have a New York Yankees hologram. Mike Sharperson. And there we are at the half. I'm going to get a quick drink just to wet my whistle. Some nice Diet Mountain Dew there, or Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. We're going to start from this pack over here. And like I said, you can always like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing here. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before, I don't know, before summertime. Not sure when this video will be published. I'm trying to post one video a week, and I'm quite a few videos ahead, so this might not air until sometime in April or May, but if we could get to 100 subscribers, that'd be awesome. Leo Gomez, and then we have, looks like the White Sox, and then we have a Deion Sanders card. That's pretty cool. A Ken Griffey Jr. card. You know what? I'm going to put that right here. And I'm going to put the Deion Sanders right. Put these two right here. That's pretty awesome. Kevin Reamer. And then we have Jeffrey Leonard. Kent Herbeck. Charlie Howe. Tom Brookins. Alfredo Griffin, Glenn Allen Hill, Pete Incaviglia, something like that. Sorry if I screwed that up. Mike Stanton, Den Carmen, and then we have another National League hologram. And lastly, we have Denny Darwin. So I honestly was not thinking I was going to get a Ken Griffey Jr. in this box. I'm not sure why. It was just stuck in my head that way. So that is pretty awesome. We got a Ken Griffey Jr. there. Hopefully one day I'll get some packs of the 1989 Upper Deck, and maybe we'll pull a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. That'd be freaking awesome. Scott Allred, Tom Edens. We have a George Bell, Jim Abbott, Bill Long, Dave Stieb, Cal Daniels, Dave Clark striking a pose right there, Kevin S. Elster, Steve Olin, Andy Bennis, Joe Bitter, Chris Hammond, Kevin Bass, and we have Yankees hologram. Man, if I was a Yankees fan, that'd be awesome. John Cerruti. So yeah, I have more Upper Deck. I have Russ. I have some Bowman. I have some Leaf. I have some Pinnacle. So I'll be doing unboxing of those as well over the remainder of the year. So there's plenty more to go. All right, Scott Chiamparino, Scott Scudder, Rich Garces, Tino Martinez, Mike Jackson, Kevin McReynolds, Mike Greenwell. Let's see, Eric Gunderson. It looks like we have a checklist. They should do like a short print hologram. Dave Parker, Juan Samuel, Reggie Jefferson. If you guys heard that, that was my tablet. Edgar Diaz, and then we have a Minnesota Twins hologram, and then another Hank Aaron Football Heroes. So right now we're at 7 Hank Aaron cards and 5 separate ones. Lance Dixon, Bill Landrum, Lance Parrish, Matt Young, Odibe McDowell, heck of an interesting name, Felix Furman, Todd Zeal, Dan Perry, John Kruk, Fred Lynn, Jerry Brown, Luis Mercedes, and then we have an American League hologram, Pete Incaviglia, Ivan Calderon, and we have Willie McGee with Oakland A's. Didn't I have one of those earlier with him with the Giants? Alright, Sean Berry, Rick Mahler, Eric Hansen, Candy Maldonado, Bill Swift, Mackie Sasser, Tom Brunansky, Dante Bichette. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We have a Bo Jackson. That's awesome. Greg Maddux, Rob Deere, Ron Darling, and we have a Reggie Jefferson, Jack Dougherty, and National League hologram, and lastly David Wells. That is pretty cool. We have a Bo Jackson, Ken Griffey Jr., a Deion Sanders, an SP2. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. That's awesome. Only thing that would make this cooler is an SP1 and an autograph Hank Aaron, which I don't think we'll get either, but I'm keeping positive hopes going. Alright. Looks like we have some rookie cards. Scott Sanderson, and then another New York Yankees. Luis Mercedes, Ken Patterson. Alright, look at that. Another Deion Sanders. And then a Billy Hatcher, Bip Roberts, Eric Yelding, Mike Heath. Let's see, Tom Brookins, Ozzie Smith. Pretty cool. I'm hitting the camera again. Jeff Treadway, Steve Bedrosian, Billy Ripken, and Ron Oster. And lastly, we have Lynn Bretcher. Is it possible to get a Cal Ripken Jr.? I'd rather get another Ken Griffey Jr., honestly. Looks like we got a checklist for the star rookies. Sorry if you can hear my dogs. Jamie Moyer, Kirk Gibson, Dwight Evans, Kevin Elster, Stan Belinda, Damon Berryhill, Keith Miller, Brett Butler, George Bell, Joe Girardi. Another Bo Jackson. Look at that. Jim Presley and the Minnesota Twins. And then last, Dwayne Ward. So we got 2 Bo Jacksons in this box. Will we get a second Ken Griffey Jr., 2 Deion Sanders, 2 Bo Jacksons, and a slew of Hank Aaron's? And about 11 packs to go. Maybe we'll pull another Ken Griffey Jr. Alright, we have a Phil Plantier, possibly a rookie card. Willie Wilson. I was going to say Willie Nelson. Jack Morris, Randy Milligan, Ron Hassey. Another checklist. Ricky Jordan, Walt Terrell, Jeff Hewson, Charlie Hayes, Mariano Duncan, Rich Garces, Eric King, and then a third Deion Sanders, and we have an American League sticker, and then lastly a Jose Vizcaino. So we have 3 Deion Sanders. That is quite shocking. I think the last football pack, I think I opened up only 1 Deion Sanders. I don't remember. DJ Dozier. Brad Arnsberg. Who was this? Jack Clark. Tim McIntosh. Don Robinson. John Crook. Daryl Boston. Scott Fletcher. Connie Lansford. Bill Spears. Todd Benzinger. Tony Fernandez. Shawan Dunston. George Bell, and another National League. And then Paul Gibson. Alright. Man, look at all this stuff. The foil packs were cool. They were a lot easier to open, but man, did they leave a lot of debris. So I'm gonna move this around so I don't have stuff all over my shirt. But we're here at the last. We're almost at the end of the road. Still, I can't let go. I know. I'm pulling out some old 90s songs there. Some old Boys to Men. In all honesty, as much as I appreciate that song and how popular it was for a while there in the mid-90s, I honestly could not stand it. They played it so often. Alright, down to the last 9. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the hologram, as I believe. Yep, National League. Alright, Todd Van Poppel. I think that was pretty popular back in the day. Dan Gladden. Mike Scott. Then he moved to was it Staten, PA, and wherever that show The Office is. Jack Morris, Scott Coolbaugh, Chili Davis, Henry Cotto, Tim Twofull, or Threefull, John Olerud, Gerald Perry, another Ozzie Smith, Brian Downing, Steve Chitrin, and the last two are Kirk McCaskill and Danny Jackson. So I think we've got a few packs without Hank Aaron, so maybe we're about due. My guess was we were going to get about 10, anywhere from 10 to 12 at the rate we were going. We're right at 7, so we'll see how it ends up. Alright, let's, where is that hologram? No hologram in this one? Interesting. Will we get something good? We'll see. Looks like a team checklist for the Mets again. And then Jimmy Key. Kirk McCaskill. Another Bo Jackson. I'll take that. Scott Geraltz. Steve Olin. Mike Blowers. Howard Farmer. Terry Steinbach. Julio Franco. Junior Ortiz. Dennis Boucher. Then we have Tim McIntosh, Gary Gaetti, Lance Harris, Lenny Harris. And lastly, we have Randy Johnson, the big unit. I don't think that's his rookie card, but that's okay. I will take that over the hologram. Maybe it got lost. Alright, Cleveland Indians. Oh, let me get rid of that hologram. There's another New York Yankees. Alright, Cleveland Indians. We have Mickey Hatcher. Chris Nabolts. Another Deion Sanders. Our fourth Deion Sanders of the night. Ricky Henderson with the motion capture. Then we have Juan Samuel. Then Mickey Tettleton. David Justice. I think that might be a one worthwhile. Bobby Bonilla. Joe Carter. Dick Schofield. Jeff Manto. Vance Law. Mike Lowers again, and Wade Boggs. I'll put him with David Justice over here. So we have 4 Deion Sanders in this in this pack. Still no Hank Aaron cards have appeared, which is quite interesting. Let's see, we have another American League hologram. I'm just throwing them now. Alright, looks like we have a Baltimore Orioles. I'm not sure if that's Cal Ripken Jr. Then we have a Moises Alou. I think that's the first time we've seen him. Pat Combs, who looks like he gave him a calculus question there for him to solve. George Bell, Will Clark, Jerry Brown, Mike Perez, who looks incredibly happy there. Delino DeShields, Mike Gallego, Travis Fryman, Franklin Stubbs, Eddie Murray, Zane Smith, Mickey Tettleton, and at the end, Bo Jackson. Now look at that here. We have a Bo Jackson where he is with the Kansas City Royals, and then another Bo Jackson where he's with the Chicago White Sox. So we have a 545 and a 744. We have 4 Bo Jacksons in total, but apparently he got traded in 1991. So that's even cooler. I think that's what I saw with the Willie McGee, where he was with the Giants with one card and then with the Oakland A's with another. As teams tend to trade mid-season. Alright, looks like we have, I'm not sure who this is, so I'll just get rid of this American League hologram. Mike Sims, Larry Walker, Rich Garces, Ben McDonald. I think this is, I don't think he was a rookie, but he was close to it. Greg Maddox, Rich DeLucia, Steve Avery, R.J. Reynolds, Dwight Gooden, Kent Herbeck, Greg Swindell, Gary Carter, Mike Perez, and Kirby Puckett with a big smile. Looks like they're about to go home. The day was over. All right, looks like Yankees. All right, so we have the Yankees checklist and hologram. Mark Gardner, Glenn Davis, Matt Young, Dale Murphy, Billy Hatcher, Rob Deere, Dave Cohn, Tom Henke, Alan Trammell, Cal Daniels, Tim Wallach, Glenn Davis, Rich DeLucia, and Brian McCray. Dogs are barking again. We have 3 packs to go. We'll go ahead and knock these out. Looks like we have a top prospect checklist here at the top. We'll get rid of the Minnesota Twins hologram here. Alright, who else do we have? We have Dave Rohde, Julio Valera, Candy Maldonado, Dave Righetti, Joe Girardi, MVP lineup, Lou Whitaker, and Alan Mills, Harold Reynolds, Mike Greenwell, Mark Langston, Kirk Dressendorfer, Rob Deere, and coming up in the end, Rick Aguilera. Two packs left. Will we get another? Looks like we ran out of our allotment of Hank Aaron. And since we already have our SP1, doesn't look like we're going to get a hologram of this one either, which is quite fine by me. Wow, Kyle Abbott, Eric Anthony, Bill Sampson, Sampin, Steve Bedrosian, Dickie Thon, interesting name, Mariano Duncan, Corey Snyder, Van Hayes, or Von Hayes, Todd Zeal, Willie Whitehurst, Pat Borders, Gary Gaetti, Jeff Bagwell. And then we have an MVP lineup again. Then Mike Gabixa and Dave West. And last, at the end, we are come to the final pack of this High Series 1991 Upper Deck Baseball. Will it be special? Let's think positive thoughts. Alright, I'm gonna fix myself in my chair. I am going to get rid of the American League hologram. We're gonna go through this slowly. Maybe we'll get lucky. Jeff Juden, Steve Farr, George Bell, Kirk Gibson, Ted Power, Shawan Dunston, Danny Jackson, Frank Tanana, Ozzie Canseco. We didn't get Jose at all. Jose De Leon, Tom Brunansky. Coming to the end here, folks. Doesn't look good. Tony Fernandez, Carlos Quintana, and the final two are Randy Reddy and Corey Snyder. So we ran into a bit of a drought with the baseball heroes. We pulled a lot here at the beginning, but then at the end we got absolutely nothing. We ended up with 7 cards out of 36. Started off strong, but who knows. We did get an SP2 with Nolan Ryan and Ricky Henderson. That was pretty cool. We also got an actual Ricky Henderson card. We got a Randy Johnson. We did get 1 Ken Griffey Jr., but we also got 4 Deion Sanders and 4 Bo Jacksons with the Kansas City Royals and 3 with the Chicago White Sox. So, all in all, I think we got some pretty good cards here. So I'll probably look at them and see which ones may be worthwhile having graded and see what I can do with them here, so I can, buy more cases. What I'll do is I'll try and have them graded, maybe sell them for a couple of bucks, and then I can buy more cases so I can do more box breaks. That's kind of how the rotations. That's what I'm trying to accomplish here. So, wow, we're just under an hour. We're at 54 minutes. But I liked what I got here. I'm sure there were plenty of other cards that were worthwhile. Like we got Bagwell rookies. There was 2 of those in there. And a Todd Van Poppel, and I'm sure a slew of other ones that might be worth looking into. So all in all, I think this was great for, I think it was between 30 and 40 bucks altogether, and I did get another box of these as well. But I am going to look out for some of the low series for 1991, so we can do the hunt for the Jordan SP1. I already have one. I got one from a long time ago. Back in 91, 92, when I bought my first box, I believe, back when I was a kid. But it would be really cool if I got another one, so I can do something with that, because I do not see myself parting with that original SP1. That one's kind of near and dear to my heart. I have a few in my personal collection, that I do not see myself, unless under extreme financial need, parting with. But the other ones I'm more than happy to get rid of, because I do not need all this in my possession. But anyway, what did you guys think of this particular break of the 1991 Upper Deck High Series baseball set? Did you like what you see? Hit that like button. If you want to see more of these, you can always subscribe, help out the channel. Like I said, if we can get to 100 sometime during the spring, summertime, 100 subscribers, I'll come up with some sort of giveaway. Maybe one of the cards while it's raw, or maybe a graded card that will be in my possession in the near future. I plan on doing a submission pretty soon. I have a local guy who will charge relatively decent prices, and he also does pre-screening, so that'll save me a couple of bucks and lower my risk on submitting something that's not quite up to snuff. So I'm hoping to get some good returns on the cards I've opened over the past few weeks, and try and do something with them. So like I said, I can do more of these box breaks to share with everybody here. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Like I said, you can like and subscribe, post a comment below. Everything's good. I'll try and respond as soon as I can. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you guys next time.